when what's his name does his dance in the end zone? Sanders. It's him. He's the one doing the dance because he scored the touchdown. But they want to make you feel like you scored the touchdown. They even want you to make you feel like you're playing football. Yeah. Listen carefully. And this is some deep metaphysics. This is the boring part where the information, when you get the tape and you start doing your lessons. Vegetable protoplasm will not produce animals. Animal protoplasm will not produce a man. And the protoplasm of a white man will not produce a black man. Man is the summarization and perfection of all powers and principles in the universe, period. Man, and I don't mean male, sisters, man means what? Come on now, y'all been listening to the tapes long enough. M is mem, A is alf, N is nun. Mother, father, son. So even in the word ma'am, y'all come first. Even the glyph for M is nothing more than the W, which essentially is nothing more than a vibratory rate that you can get on an oscilloscope. So the very first letter that was ever written was based on the water principle. So when I say man, sisters, don't believe I'm dealing with chauvinism and all them other matrix words that don't mean shit. Man is the individualization of God, and each cell is the individualization of man. Let me say that again. Man, in all of the different shapes, sizes, and all of the different forms, is the individualization of God. Check? Okay, and the cell is the individualization of man. Each cell in the body of man is the perfect replica of an evolving universe. Let me say that again. Each cell is the perfect replica of an evolving universe. Each cell contains within its universe a point of light, a life light, a central sun in this cellular universe. This power source is called the nucleus. This is the reason why the God of the New Testament is called the Son of Man. The real interpretation is that Jesus was not man as a perfected God, but God as a perfected man. Come on. See, that's when the matrix starts switching shit on you. You see what I'm saying? You are God as a perfecting man. Y'all don't like the music being played in here? Y'all bring your own, huh? So if man is a God perfected, and God is man perfected, and if man is the summarization and perfection of all powers and principles of the universe, then why does man die? Why does God die? Well, here's why. The human organism is produced entirely by and through the primal cell, and that primary cell is called the parent cell. This primary cell, which I have turned and called the spirit cell, containing the encoded mandates for the consciousness evolution of man, is composed of solar systems so small that nearly 1 million of them could sit side by side on a pinpoint. You have 1 million solar systems inside of one of your cells. Whew. Hold up, man. Think about that. You have 1 million solar systems inside of each of your cells. Now, check it. Each cell, come on, get a close-up on my face because I'm about to get profound. Y'all got me? Each cell represents at least one lifetime of experiences within the reality zone that you now occupy. Okay. Let's just say if you have 1 billion cells, or 2, 3, 5, 10 billion cells, that's how many lifetimes that came to this point that you're experiencing at this time. So if you have a body now that's trying to explode outside of this present cell content and this cell structure, it means that you are now getting ready for a whole new experience. That all of your collective experiences have now begun to grow. And the children today have more cellular structures, thus more information from different experiences they've had in different realities, different zones. So each cell is an experience of billions of years. Damn! That's a lot of time to be conscious, or be unconscious, as the terms would be. So, this solar microsystem is called the atom. So you have 1 million atoms per cell, which is a solar system in its own right, a microsystem. A cubic centimeter, listen, a cubic centimeter of human blood contains about 6 million red corpuscles. A molecule of the corpuscle contains about 100 atoms. Each atom is a mini solar system in which electrons, protons, neutrons, etc. all revolve at incredible speeds around a common center of attraction, just like the planets of our solar system around our central sun. Imagine you have millions of cycling solar systems of light and power harnessed and unused within your body, and the only thing that's preventing you from tapping in is your consciousness focus. Why do you think they're keeping you in light code lockdown? Why do you think that they keep you in this language synchronicity, so that you can't get outside of that loop and tap into that potential atomic energy that you have within each cell? So man is actually a pulsating mass of trillions upon trillions of solar micro-universes, each of which is an exploding mass of power containing millions upon millions of atoms. Now, all scientific research authorities agree that the body, its organs, its systems, all of its parts, all came from one cell, the primary cell, or what is known as the parent cell. Not one of these scientists could make the claim that the parent cell is the byproduct of food. Stay with me. All scientific medical authority agrees that primary human body growth and development results from cellular division and subdivision. So what part does food play in this picture? And where or when does it begin to affect the body's performances? Remember now, food had nothing to do with you growing in your mother's stomach. Remember, what your mother was eating was simply stimulating cellular activity. Food is not absorbed by the body's cells. That is a fallacy, because everything you put into your body comes out in your shit. If it was supposed to be synthesized and used by the body, then it would not have been come out. It would have been converted into something different. But as it stands, the food you put into your body is stimulating your body into activities that are based upon the somatic programming that you've been given. The somatic program tells you need to eat. The food that they give you that is laced with all this shit is telling you, keep eating. When you stop eating, the first thing that happens is a whole lot of trauma. What first happens is your stomach starts saying, God damn, I'm hungry. And if you didn't eat for an hour after you said you was hungry, I'm starving. No, you are not starving. That is your reply based upon the matrix, based upon the synchronicity of language that you've been given. You are not starving. You are programmed to believe that you need to eat at a certain time, and like Pavlov's dog, you begin to salivate. Because your somatic cells were trained to respond at that time. At the time the synchronicity and the matrix told you to eat. So now, here you are eating and acting and reacting upon the time frame that they've given your cells to act upon. Now, Science claims that a chemical atom